whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There is no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Is it though? I don't think it is. By the way, guys, Zelnet here. Welcome to the video. We're gonna be playing Slay the Princess today. I've been purposely not watching anything about this because I wanted to play it. I do know it's kind of like a choose your own adventure, from what I understand. And besides the name, I think that's about all I know about it. So, let's, I guess, slay the princess. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I think I understand. Gotta kill her, right? Oh my, wow. Are these all my options? So, the end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Or can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Silently continue to the cabin or turn around and leave. Okay, so, yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be a good video if I didn't just
Seriously?
turn around and leave.
You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No idea. Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
That's great.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Sure sounds like you, narrator.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Oh, is it just gonna railroad me into it? Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. Yep. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I'm pretty sure that's how dying works, yes. Let's see here. I don't care, I'm not killing a princess. Good, maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into this. Quietly continue down the path. I don't care, I'm not killing a princess.
Killing is such a gauche phrasing and completely ignores the bigger picture. Your task is to slay the princess, because she's terrible and she's really got it coming to her.
I think the narrator's got a personal vendetta.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Yes. Let me guess. Cabin.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Oh yeah, well I guess I'd start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place. You know what? We've committed this at this point, right? So we have to, because, you know, I'm no quitter, right? Mama didn't raise a quitter.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Yeah. Okay.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Oh.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
It's gonna force me to go into the cabin.
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Oh, see, now I just want to try even harder to
Wait.
get away.
What's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you?
Yes.
It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
In summary, yes.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do.
Not yet.
Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness, but it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
What? Is that just the end of chapter 1?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
What?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh my god. Okay, head to the cabin where I'm definitely going to slay the princess. Oh my god. These walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go into the cabin. But I died. The whole world ended. What am I doing here? Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. Let's see here. You aren't kidding. She actually ended the world last time, didn't she? What the hell is she? Or, okay, no. Okay. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Or I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Ah, well. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna call the narrator out.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Really?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
I don't even want to meet the princess.
The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Okay, let's see here. But I died. The whole world
I can
ended.
assure you that you're not dead and that the princess has yet to end the world. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. And to answer your question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
Oh my
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best... I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows. He might
it's
have
just
walled
the
off
same
everything
thing.
if by ruining... The world really did end. The world has...
Yep. Okay. Totally going to slay. Oh, these are my only options. So I can go to the cabin, or I can go to the cabin. I guess we're gonna totally go slay the princess. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
Totally.
A warning before you go any further.
Yeah, sure. What's up?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I have a hard time believing anything you you say, narrator?
If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
You're right. I'm the only voice of reason.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Proceed into the cabin.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. It's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
I like the way you say.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, but when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
I don't know. Trust me.
Oh, ho, ho, ho! You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
Hey, I think the narrator's starting to break apart.
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
Sure.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna take the
Yes,
knife.
take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Yeah, I don't believe the narrator in the slightest. Approach the mirror. Sure.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
In the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin.
What is wrong with
I
my
hope you know
hand?
how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Okay.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, no, thank you.
Right?
Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
We're fucked.
And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success?
Nah.
There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Correct. Harsh stairs to the left.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor.
I'm no expert, but yeah, I don't think you can walk on that. I just hope I don't trip. I'm done.
You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill.
Where are the stairs?
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
Huh? What the hell? Oh, sorry, I just saw the world flash before my eyes and unmake itself.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
Right?
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
She probably is. Let's see here, what's your name? Getting down here was weird, like I was pulled apart and put back together again. You know what happened to me? Or, for all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here? Or you're apparently a threat to the world, I was sent here to slay you. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here.
I know. I've been watching you stare at me for a long, long time.
Cool.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. I don't think she likes us.
Oh.
Wouldn't you be skeptical of someone stumbling in here if you were her? We lost ourselves the second we stepped into this place. I don't know how long she's been here, but I can't imagine it'd be easy for her to trust anyone. Those eyes, though. They're so sharp.
I've got voices in my head, guys.
It's just deception. Don't buy into it. You can do this.
It's okay. Don't worry. Sometimes I get lost here too.
The hell?
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it.
Well, we left.
It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. It's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
You see, about that, I still don't trust you. You know, like, things are going crazy. And it seemed to have happened when I disobeyed you, not tried to kill her, so... Oops.
Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
What? Why? Let's see here. Let's ask her name.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
So, different personalities, got it.
What, like you need me to hold your hand to tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
It's a good question.
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
Okay. This is cool. I can try and free her. Huh? All three of those options are one. There's more of you now.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin? I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger.
Oh.
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are.
Nah, I'm good.
How would we even do that? Where would we start? We'd always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it.
I don't want the blade, though.
Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
But there's one more spot for a fracture.
Maybe it's because I'm dangerous.
Are you?
But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it. Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster. And the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
Fine.
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her.
Why?
Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
I don't know. I'm liking it so far. I guess that's our only option.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
That sounds like fun. I wonder if my character dropped some LSD before coming down here.
You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
Huh?
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now.
What's going on?
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
Maybe.
Luckily for all, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all
Oh, he faded out. Did the world just end?
falls apart.
Huh?
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
Did I kill the narrator? Yay.
What happened to us?
What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others,
they just don't fit. They just don't fit.
we can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
What the hell did I create?
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere.
Fun.
I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
They don't.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna have regrets, but I
Please.
don't. She asked nicely. Let's see here. I'll do my best. You don't know if she had the chance to hear you reply. She's gone, replaced with something else. It's the mirror! Finally!
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
She's probably in the mirror.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how you'd even go about looking for her, or the narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror, or I can just approach the mirror.
I'm
Let's approach
begging
the
you,
mirror.
don't do this.
How am I gonna do it? Ignore. Approach them. I'll be the narrator.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Is it final though?
Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
It's just a mirror that doesn't reflect anything but the void. I peered into the void. The void looked back. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. What is wrong with my arm? Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. I think that's how mirrors work. Right? You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin? Huh? You're at the cabin. Approach her. Okay.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
The hell? Is this the end of the world? The gift of a fragile vessel? What are you? Or let her out of there? Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you? Let her out of there. Sure.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
What the hell?
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
What are you? Let's see here. Oh, do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? Or what happens now? I can attack the India, or I could destroy your body. Destroy my body? Or her body? Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Okay. But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Yes, it does. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? I'm curious what that means.
I know only that they are.
Okay. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
You have a point. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Okay.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. These ones are a contradiction. A winding kaleidoscope of paths and walk. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
What is going on? Obviously we know each other, we're the only ones here. Are you the one who sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Sure, we'll ask it.
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay. I was sent to slay the princess, to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? Or okay, make me forget. How many more pieces do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Okay. Alright, let's see. Let's make me
She
forget.
asks that I tell you to remember her.
Okay.
You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. What? What?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Well, I guess it will be the end of the world then. Or maybe it won't. There's infinite possibilities, apparently. Alright, guys. Well, this was fun. I will end the video here, and we'll do this in another episode. Let's see what other crazy and obscure endings we can get. Until next time, peace out.